Hello friends, Dr. Nels here, and this week we're going to visit about blaming and finger pointing. Hello friends, Dr. Nels here, coming to you with more information on life, leadership, and business, building your foundations and principles so that you can be the best version of you. And this week we want to talk to you about blaming and finger pointing, because blaming blocks solutions and finger pointing delays progress. And at the end of the day, if you are watching this, you're a go-getter, so you probably don't do this much, but we can coach on this, and we all need the friendly reminders, just like me. As I say, these are all just self-coaching episodes for me, but we don't play the blame game. We don't play the finger-pointing game. Blaming blocks solutions. And so for me, we work to focus on solutions and problem solving. No blaming, no finger pointing. Are there times when we need to figure out the who, what, when, where, and why? Yes. But we don't want to focus on the problems, we want to focus on the solutions. Again, blaming blocks solutions. Finger pointing delays your progress. And so for me, it is also inherent to my genetics and DNA that I just like to problem solve. And I'll tell you, the story is, for my wife and I, as we've grown and developed in our marriage, I realized that in our marriage there was times that I just needed to listen. I wasn't a very good listener because my wife would talk about a problem and she really just needed me to listen, but all I want to focus on is the solution. And so one time I would do a decent amount of flying, and I was looking for ways to stimulate my brain, and I downloaded an app called Luminosity, and you can download it and check it out. I haven't played it for a while, but it's brain games that help keep your brain in tune or gear it up. And I played the game. When you play it and you play it repeatedly, it starts scoring you in relation to your peers playing the game, and it puts you in a percentile of where you're at with the peers playing it. And so for me, I was kind of in that 60th percentile range in most characteristics that it was grading you on. But there was one characteristic or scenario that I was ranked in the 99th percentile, and that was on problem solving. Just soared to the top, 99th percentile. And the fun part about that was I got home to my wife and I showed her that game and I showed her my ranking. And I said, see, this is why I focus on problem solving even with you, because I'm in the 99th percentile. And while that's funny, there's different scenarios we need to listen, but my real point of this is we need to stop the blame game. We need to stop the finger pointing, and we need to focus on solutions. We don't focus on the problems. We also focus on what part in this is me. What is my responsibility, right? And we simply had some of those conversations today at this clinic with our staff on a scenario where Dr. Ty and I needed to take responsibility for a scenario. We weren't really involved, and that's okay, but it falls on us, right? Anything and everything in here. And if you're a leader with your team, whatever it is, anything you're leading or part of, and you are the leadership, it starts and stops with you. It rises and falls with you. And we can't blame and we can't point fingers, because that all stops progress, stops solutions. And we want to focus on the opportunities and what are the solutions so we can get the bus moving forward. And we as leaders have to take full responsibility, and we need to coach our people in this manner. We don't We don't play the blame game. We're not focused on the who. We're focused on the performance and what are the solutions to get us moving forward. And so I think most of you know this sort of stuff. I think where it becomes a problem, though, is when we get into the heat of the battle and stress brings out stupid. And sometimes me, myself, and I can even say some things that are more problem focused and less solution focused. Sometimes more blame focused rather than moving forward focused. So we're bringing this to you today because I think we all need that friendly reminder. Stop the blame game, stop the finger pointing. The team you're on, maybe you don't lead the team. Help guide that team. Hey, guys, gals, we're not going to play the blame. Let's not play the blame game anymore. Let's not play the finger pointing game anymore. Let's focus on moving forward. What are the solutions? That's your opportunity for this week. I'm going to challenge you to do that the next time you run into this, whether it's at work, at home, at church, or with the team. If someone wants to finger point or blame, you step up as the leader and say, hey, we're not going to do that. We're moving forward with solutions to help us be the best version we can be. We hope you like this content material. Please click subscribe here. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week, friends. Thank you.